Hi there, this review is for Counterfeit by Kristen Chen. In this book, we're introduced to Ava. She's an attorney by trade, but not currently practicing, as she gave that up to be a mom, a stay at home mom for her son. She's married to a doctor, so he's working, but she's not. So she's going about her daily life, and an old college roommate got in touch with her. It's been years and years, over 20 years, I believe, that they were roommates together at Stanford. Now, this student, her name was Winnie, and she's a foreign student from China. And they had been roommates for a short period of time because she abruptly left the university, I'm sorry, under a cloud of suspicion to have, it seemed that she was involved in some cheating scandal that had taken place there, but it was never confirmed at that time. So they meet up, and Winnie's completely different from how she was before, or at least how Ava knew her in college, because she was kind of, awkward, wasn't really well dressed. She wasn't, she didn't really know a whole lot of English, so she wasn't really popular or anything like that. But now when she meets her, she's really polished. She looks like she's rich. She looks really well, completely different from how she was before. So they made up for old time's sake when they were in college, when he had been, home with her. So they were chatting about, her mom, her family, or whatever. And it seemed that Ava too was of Asian descent as well. So anyway, back to current day. So there was a favor that Winnie wanted from Ava because her husband was a doctor. She had a friend that was in need of surgery, so she was hoping that she could influence her husband to get him on the list to have this surgery. Along the way, Ava gets involved in Winnie's operation because she's peddling counterfeit goods. So it seemed to have gotten to the point where Winnie got wind of an inside to getting Ava to get involved, because previously, because of some bad money moves that Ava had made as far as not paying stuff on time, her husband had taken over the finances. So she was given an allowance, and so she didn't really have her own money because, of course, she wasn't really working. Now, at the same time, Ava's trying to get her son into a prestigious preschool, and it seemed that in the initial meeting and assessment, he didn't do so well, so he didn't get into that preschool. But she wanted to get him to something else, and it seemed like they were recommending some additional therapy or something for him, and so she didn't have any money. So that was a kind of a way in Winnie to get to the core of what she wanted and touch a nerve, really, to get her to get involved in the business, because she knew that she needed money, and for the things that she wanted, some of the things she couldn't tell her husband about when it comes to why she needed the money. So anyway, we know that she got busted in this operation because in the book they're going back and forth between present and the present time and what had happened, because she was getting interrogated by the police, and so the book goes back and forth between what had happened and what's going on now. So we also meet. We also have a history on Winnie too, because she had married her aunt's husband after she died, which is kind of scandalous. So got a little bit into history, and we get to know Winnie, that she seemed from the book kind of one of those ruthless people who just will do whatever it takes to do what she wants. So now she has, Ava in a vice grip, really, because when it comes down to getting involved into illegal activities, if one person goes down, there's a threat of the other taking the other one down too. So she kind of can't, she wants to get away, but she can't really get out of it. So she's kind of pulled into this whole operation here. So the book wasn't really complex as far as the plot, but it was really interesting because I was curious to know how this all went down and how Ava got involved and what all happened, because how was she getting involved with the police now, and how was she going to get out of it. So I would give this book a solid 3.5. It wasn't boring, but it wasn't the most complex plot ever, where it's just exciting and have you on your toes the whole time. So, anyway, if you have read or listened to this book, let me know your thoughts. Until next time.